What up, Internet? Welcome back to the channel that teaches you what to read, what not to read, and sadly for some of you, how to read, like a Hooked on Phonics for adults. If you're nothing like me, perhaps you'd like to curl up with a good book on a rainy day and turn the pages of a short story about a super pop icon that tragically dies and then is exhumed by his superfans and cannibalized. Or maybe you like stories about demonic hounds chasing down teenagers down at the neighborhood quarry swimming hole. Or maybe you're just looking for affirmation that that thought in your head about how dark and dangerous and sick the world is true. If so, you'll enjoy the translated work by Megan McDowell, written by Mariana Enriquez, The Danger of Smoking in Bed. The Dangers of Smoking in Bed. This is the debut collection of short stories by Mariana Enriquez, shortlisted for the International Booker Prize 2021 this year, and nobody knows why. This is almost 200 pages of the kind of stories that make an elementary school teacher, or a middle school teacher, or high school teacher, or really just anyone close to the author, makes them want to call up their parents and say, Mariana's writing again and we're scared. Not because this is a book of cleverly crafted horror short stories, but because this is a book of just weird shit. The kind of weird shit that Robin Williams would bust out of a board game and come and snatch from you and say, what the fuck are you doing? Bury this shit. I keep wanting to call it The Art of Smoking in Bed or The Dangers of Smoking After Sex, but this is neither an artistic book nor is it a sexy book. It is just weird. There's about 11 short stories in here, all written by yours truly, Mariana Enriquez, who is Maya Rudolph's doppelganger, except her weird, twisted half-sister like Coraline. Twisted, dark, psychologically unhinged. There's not really anything good I can say about this. Did it move me? It moved me in the way bad chili moves me. It makes me want to never eat it again. This is one book I will never be reading again, and I think most of the people that read it are saying the same thing. In fact, the only person that's probably rereading it is Robin Williams as he's stuck in the Jumanji board. I'm not the only one who's critiqued this book. There are some people that were paid to put an endorsement on the back, so let's read those. I loved these twisted tales, these lustful whispers in the dark. There is some serious power in this writing. The fact that the words twisted and lustful whispers was used in the same phrase. Daisy Johnson, author of Sisters. Your book Sisters just hit the top of my not to read pile. Rotting little ghosts, heartbeat fetishes, curses and witches and meat. Each of these stories is a luscious, bewitching nightmare. Each one builds up a steady, thrilling dread until the final lines when the true horror is revealed. I adore this book. It is true that the true horror was revealed in your endorsement by saying, I adore this book. And if you're married already, your husband is scared. Last one from Lauren Groff. After you've lived in Mariana Enriquez's marvelous brain for the time it takes to read The Dangers of Smoking in Bed, the known world feels ratcheted a few degrees off-center. Enriquez's stories are smoky, carnal, and dazzling. And now all my fears about serial killers and sick, psycho, nightmarish people in the world are confirmed. Mariana Enriquez has done that for me. So there you have it. I've never authored a book, so take my praise for what it's worth, if you can call it praise. One of the scariest parts and saddest parts of the whole book is the dedication page. And I quote, "For Paul and for Chatwin, our kitten." First of all, who names a kitten Chatwin? Second of all, poor kitten. It's good that she wrote that, though, because now there's record that there was a kitten. And surely Mariana Enriquez is smart enough to know that people are now going to be asking after Chatwin, doing house calls to see if Chatwin is okay. And Paul, for that matter. If you're like me, you spent $25 on a paperweight that you're now going to have to try to resell on Facebook Marketplace. The happiest moments I had reading this book were in the back, where you read about the type. This book was set in Walbaum, a typeface designed in 1810 by German punch cutter J.E. Walbaum. Walbaum's type is more French than German in appearance. Like Bodoni, it is a classical typeface, yet its openness and slight irregularities give it a human, romantic quality. I like that. I wonder who wrote it.